Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Superhero League of Hoboken. Well, off camera, I did shift the party around a little bit because it turns out we do need Shredder-Man for this next batch of missions. And just to make him a little bit more combat capable, we are going to use this yellow isotope, which they don't give you any hint as to what they do unless you look at the abilities of the party that you have. In this case, since it will not max out Tropical Oil Man because he already got maxed out, this clearly gives the ability to raise cholesterol. So we will give that to Shredder-Man to make him a little bit more combat capable. And just to look at the items in our inventory we haven't had the chance to look at just yet. Gray tube car pass. Exact same description as the blue tube car pass, except that it's gray rather than blue. This bulb is made of frosted white glass. 100W is painted on the surface. The narrow end of the cone, where it was once attached to the phonograph, is less than an inch across. The wider end of the cone is at least 2 feet across, flaring out at the end like a bizarre metal flower. You have a dim memory of once seeing an ancient picture of a dog sitting and listening to a phonograph equipped with such a cone. And the magnet, we didn't look at this before, but this is a powerful magnet about the size of a cinder block, but somewhat heavier. It would make a good doorstop, although not as good as one of those little rubber wedges which holds the door open, just as well, but doesn't hurt nearly as much if you stub your toe on it. And we did look at the greeting card before, I think. Oh, and one other thing I discovered. We can open up the bags, and that just adds it into our power pill inventory. They're just little pills indistinguishable from vitamins. The party currently has 50 of them. And we'll go ahead and talk to Shredder-Man, who we haven't spoken to yet.
My family, what can I do for you?
Does your mask thing ever fog up?
No.
His response was muffled, but he seems to have either said something that was either yes or no. Is it really true you shouldn't go in the water until at least 30 minutes after you've eaten?
Yes. If you get a cramp, you'll sink like a stone. Well, at least like a plump, fleshy stone.
Alright.
Tread on, and I will follow.
Alright, just to throw off, I've shifted the inventory around a little bit so that I gave, Shredder-Man, I almost said Trader-Man, Shredder-Man's pitchfork to the Crimson Tape since he's fighting up close a bit more often. I also picked up a paddle ball set that was here in the cabinet. Beyond that, everybody else has at least one decent ranged weapon or, a melee weapon. He's got the tire iron, but leaving him the sawed-off shotgun. We currently have $942, so we should be well-equipped once we find a new village. I think that's everything for the moment, except we do need to go find out our new missions. Check the chatterbox. Man bites dog. A man believed to be rabid bit the small poodle in the Weehawken area. It is still not clear whether Weehawken is a euphemism. The man was later captured and destroyed. R, come home, all is forgiven. M. And that's it. We can also look at the Chaos map now. Please note that you can display sectors not shown on the map summary by clicking the arrow keys or clicking on the arrow buttons until the selected sector comes off the map summary. So yeah, we've got 3D, 3C, 4D, 4C, 1. So it is, in fact, zoomed in there. Yep. Here is the 2D sector that we've mostly mapped out. Here is the 2C area we've also kind of, sort of explored a bit of. And Discover Mode just lets us highlight which areas we've opened up, which ones are safe, where we're likely to run into really dangerous bad things. So yeah, got that. But, missions! Alright, preserve the secret formula of Silly Putty.
Lying on his deathbed somewhere in Hackensack is the only living person who still knows the formula for the creation of Silly Putty. Mere days from death, he refuses to divulge the formula to anyone who cannot pass a certain test he has devised. You must travel to Hackensack Village and convince this man to give you the formula before this ancient and presumably truly vital knowledge is lost for all time. Hackensack is in Sector 2D at coordinates 13-6.
Alright. Discover why the Scranton Superhero League is not responding to communications.
The Superhero League of Scranton did not respond to the routine weekly communication. Subsequent special transmissions have also been ignored. While this may be attributable to a malfunction in the SLS comm gear, it could indicate that a more serious crisis has afflicted our fellow League. Your mission is to reach the SLS HQ and determine the cause of the League's unusual silence, and take any appropriate steps to correct the situation. Scranton is too far to travel by foot. Transportation to Scranton may be available in central Newark.
That'd take me back to the main menu, and indirectly it did. The Piscataway Warlord is becoming more belligerent.
The warlord of the Piscataway city-state has been getting increasingly cocky and aggressive, threatening neighboring villages. He must be made to lose face in front of his warriors in order to lower his respect and bring a moderation in his behavior. In order to accomplish this, you must steal or hide his toupee so that his warriors see his bald spot. His mansion is in Sector 1B at 13-9.
Alright. Dr. Entropy again.
That evil mastermind, Dr. Entropy, is once again up to no good. Our intelligence reports indicate that he has set up operations in the control tower of what was once Newark Airport, where he is using bioengineering techniques to create a species of pigeon which will have perfect aim while pooping, even while flying at top speed. Needless to say, this would render urban areas even more uninhabitable than they already are. Newark Airport lies in a flooded region 2 squares south and 1 square east of downtown Newark.
And this is why I added, I was about to say Waiterman, but that was, Waiterman was that joke character from the Cleveland show. Never mind. But yeah, Treaderman, we actually do need his help for this mission. Which is why I've added him to the team, and we're going to buff him up a little bit.
Next month is the SLH's annual Cinco de Mayo party, the highlight of the League's social calendar. The party will be a bust unless you can locate and obtain some guacamole dip. Certain field reports indicate that Sector 1C would be a good place to look.
Okay. And just so we have some idea of where that is, Sector 1C is going to be due west of, well, where we are right now. So with all that explained, I think we are ready to hit the map. We'll go ahead and save here. And yes, now that we have Treaderman, we can go off the coast a little bit. The SLHQ stands on a tiny rocky island surrounded by the swollen waters of the Hudson, impregnable within its bubble of hypersteel. The actual entrance lies west of here at the end of a mile-long tunnel. But you can't enter deep water unless 3 members or more can tread water at 50% or more. So we're going to need to find more of those blue isotopes. And this is all deep water here, who knew? But we'll head into the village really quick just to see if there's...
I have no wares to show you today. At least, no wares that super...
But we can at least sell the paddleball
Not
set
interested.
here.
Try a...
Okay, we cannot sell the paddleball set here.
Can I help? It's because of all the work I... Well, I can't...
And no jokes. No new jokes here. But the weapon shop seem to have
party of
unique...
superheroes.
Yeah, the letter opener and spitball shooter are not nearly as good as what we have, so we'll sell that off. But
Can I help you?
how'd you lose your eyes and your hand?
I once tried defusing a bomb I found in a car trunk. Dumb idea.
Ah.
At least I don't go...
So yeah, each of the weapon shop owners apparently have a unique reason for how they lost their eye and hand, but none of the other ones do so far. Still, we've got that accomplished. We got those watery areas opened up. Yeah, that is also deep water. Nothing doing with those. But Hackensack Marketplace, there's an old man here.
Who are you and why are you bothering me? Can't you see that I'm busy dying here? Which is a lot more work than it looks.
We're just some superheroes here to steal your secret formula.
That was a damn stupid thing to say. Now I'm gonna have to clam up and not talk to you anymore. At least until you leave and come back. By which point I'll have forgotten you ever said that.
Nice lampshade hanging on the classic adventure conversation thread.
Who are you and why are you bothered?
Is there anything you'd like to get off your chest before you die?
I know you're here to get me to tell you my secret formula. Well, I ain't telling. Me pappy visited me a few days ago from beyond the grave, and he told me he changed his mind. I shouldn't pass along the formula before I die. I always listens to me pappy, especially if he takes the trouble to come all the way from the next world for a chat. Now leave me alone, at least until I'm done dying.
Alright, so we clearly need to find a way to disguise ourselves as the old man's pappy. This man is very old and very dying. Okay, so... And actually, let's make sure that there's nothing new in the hardware store.
My party is...
Yep, just the plastic boomerang we sold off from before. So yeah, I don't think that we ever have anything new show up in the shops after we clear them out.
My party...
Yeah, here's where we've been dumping most of our gear.
I have nowhere to Well, don't...
I have nowhere.
Okay, nowheres.
Well,
Alright, so with that done...
Take...
Okay, now that is... Ooh, 3 nasties. Hey, we got through that without anybody getting wounded. 177 XP and a Cat O' Nine Tails. gonna keep doing that. Let's see, weapon of 6. Okay, the billy club that served us so well is now officially the worst melee weapon we've got. Robot notices a boy, opens it, and finds a fish cake. Emerging from the waters atop what may have been an airport control tower. Do you want to enter it from one of the smashed windows? Not just yet, but we did just find Dr. Entropy's hideout, I think. But it is 1C that we were looking for that guacamole, so let us finally head westward and start exploring a bit. You can't explore the hilly terrain until you take power pills. Do you want to do that? Not just yet. Oh, 7 nasties. Oh, the crimson tape went down.
Mademoiselle Pepperoni advances to Superhero 8th class. Her abilities in...
Well, we got $47 and a fire extinguisher. And the fire extinguisher is a better ranged weapon than the slingshot that I had. I think I should probably give that to somebody who needs a ranged weapon a little bit better. Yeah, that's much better than the vinegar rocket. We'll pass all of our excess gear down to Treader Man. Yeah, we'll go ahead and overwrite. 6 nasties. Thankfully, the super moms we can handle pretty easily at this point. And the crimson tape is knocked out again. Has no artery, so nothing happens.
Robo-Mop advances to Superhero 8th class. His abilities increase in every area.
Oh, we get $61 and some rubber shoulder pads. Okay, nobody needs the shoulder pads, apparently. Okay, can't explore the hilly terrain yet. Ooh, $20. That's deep water again. 11 nasties.
I hope you don't treat...
Call an ambulance! Call Alex! I demand!
Not sure if this will work, but...
I hope... I hope...
Take that! Take that!
What was that message? Please reselect your target. Was that please respect your party for a second?
Take that!
And the crimson tape goes down again! After everything I did to try and give him the best armor. Okay, well everybody got 391 XP. And a motorcycle helmet and $49. Oh well, thank goodness I got the motorcycle helmet. Okay, we can rest one more time before we have to go refuel. Oh great, poison ivy. Okay, 4 nasties. Hopefully, Crimson Tape can stay conscious through this. $347. Use clean almost any mess. RoboCop cleans the card off the container, reveal plastic container is suspiciously sinister. Do you open anyway? Nah, we'll avoid it. If it's staying sinister, it can't possibly be good. But we did just find $26. Tropical Oil Man is now irradiated. Mademoiselle Pepperoni is now irradiated. And Band of 6 Nasties just surprised us in the radioactive waste. I think this might be a good time to go ahead and restore. And yeah, I lost all that progress, but... on the other hand, that is a big radioactive area in there. Okay, 385 XP. And all that for a fish taco. A lone nasty surprises you. Oh, what the heck. 114 in a cyan isotope. Yeah, well, even so after that, still think I'm going to try restoring it, because that was just embarrassing. I forgot to rest after the attack. A building that looks like it might be 500 years old is nestled among the huts of the village. Take a look inside. Hey, wait, there's a village? 2 nasties. Okay, can't do anything against these guys with my powers. And the crimson tape goes down again. We find $88 and a BB gun. I'm gonna shoot my eye out, aren't I? Okay, party is just beyond the perimeter of a bustling marketplace. Do you want to enter? Yeah, kinda do. But first, I'm actually gonna rest. A band of 8 bad guys surprised the party before we're complete. Full health has not been restored. Well, the chicken from hell ran at least, and a linebacker. The superpower misfires. And the crimson tape goes down again. I can take a hint. Okay, well, we will in fact go ahead and stop here for now, but next time we will try and explore this section again in earnest after I shuffle everything around so I can give the Crimson Tape a full set of armor. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment if you are so inclined, and we'll continue the adventure from here and explore that village next time. Take care until then.